Hello, BookTube. I think yesterday's mega mail delivery with all those boxes probably tired my new mailman out. Because I have not seen hide or hair of him today. And all I've got today are 2 packages. One is a box. So technically this mail haul does end with a box, but it's only 2 packages. It's barely going to keep Frida busy. But we'll see. We'll see what we have here, just in case. The boxes are always interesting on their own, and the thing that's not a box is fairly heavy. It's a finished copy of something. There could be something really good here. Let's take a look. This is for you. Wee. Oh. Ooh. Oh. All right. What have we got here? Oh. Oh. Okay. I don't remember if we saw this. Oh, hang on, Bean. Do you have a pub sheet in there? I'm asking her like she knows English. No, you don't. You go ahead. There you go. Okay, I don't have. It doesn't look like I have a pub sheet for this. I'm tempted to say this is already out. Wow, this is gorgeous. Okay, well, this is by Neil McGregor, and it is Living with the Gods on Beliefs and Peoples. Big, lovely thing from Knopf. Wow. Okay, and it is absolutely lavishly illustrated. There are color illustrations on every page. Isn't that amazing? But you don't see this kind of production value in. This is $40. All right. Well, we don't have a pub sheet, so we'll do this the awkward way. One of the central facets of human existence is that every known society shares a set of beliefs and assumptions, a faith, an ideology, a religion that goes far beyond the life of the individual. These beliefs are an essential part of a shared identity. They have a unique power to define and to divide us, and are a driving force in the politics of much of the world today. Throughout history, they have been, most often been, in the widest sense, religious. Yet this book is not a history of religion, nor an argument in favor of faith. It is about the stories that give shape to our lives and the different ways in which societies imagine their place in the world. Looking across history and across the globe, Living with the Gods interrogates objects, places, and human activities to try to understand what shared beliefs can mean in the public life of a community or a nation. In deciding how we live with our gods, we also decide how we live with one another. Oh, okay, that sounds a little vague. So I imagine this will be very, very wide-ranging. But that's great. Wow, this is just beautifully designed. Wow. Okay, that was a surprise. Living with the Gods. This is just going to be I'm betting that this is going to be a really brainy, essentially a really brainy Baedeker guide to the world's religions. We shall see. Boy, I'm fascinated. I have a feeling this is out already. I have a feeling this came out in September. But that is book number 1. Now we will do the box, and then we'll be done. Imagine a mail haul so small. But that's this is the box. It's kind of small. It's going to be much smaller than the thing that came in an envelope. And you're going to want to get your paws on this, aren't you? What is that? Huh? Oh. You have to jump, Frida. They have to see you. Oh, queen. She doesn't want to jump. Oh, there we go. Oh, also, I was gently reminded yesterday that I promised to put her in front of the camera. I promised to pick her up and show her to you, and I didn't do that. So I'll have to do that today. So, what is this next one? Okay. Okay, I didn't expect this either. All right, this is an October book, of course. Okay, this is Resurrections by Jeffrey Myers. It was subtitled Authors, Heroes, and a Spy. Resurrection brings to life a set of extraordinary writers, painters, and literary adventurers who turn their lives into art. As Myers writes in the preface, the chapters of this book represent in miniature my career as a life writer. My biographies have always been driven by fascination with the sources of artistic creativity, with people who write or painted the worlds they inhabited. Okay. Ian Watt, who was one of Myers' teachers at Berkeley, struggled with the legacy of his ordeal as a Japanese prisoner of war and its depiction in the film The Bridge on the River Kwai. The story of Paul Thoreau's feud with V.S. Naipaul is well known, but Myers finds greater meaning in their quarrel through the lens of his own long friendship with Thoreau. While James Salter, fighter pilot and brilliant stylist, epitomizes Myers' heroic ideal, the fiction writer also responds with an epistolary friendship, punctuated by visits, and Myers is delighted by Salter's great reputation late in life. The feckless, lesser-known Hugh Gordon Porteous told Myers many revealing and amusing stories about his friend Wyndham Lewis, T.S. Eliot, and Ezra Pound. In the process of writing these profiles, Myers discovers a common thread relating to himself. Not only do these subjects provoke a kind of personal testing, they also represent his search for the ideal father in his vivid intellectual and imaginative inquiry. Okay. All right. Well, it's not a very big thing. Wow. All right, so this is an October release. If I had to guess from that pub sheet, I would think that the subtitle of this book should not be Authors, Heroes, and a Spy, but rather, How Great Am I, or What? But I could be wrong. We shall see. So those are our two books for today. There's Living with the Gods, a big illustrated thing about world religions, past and present. And Jeffrey Myers' Resurrections, Authors, Heroes, and a Spy, which is, if I remember correctly, the first book that I have received in 2018 so far that has a wiener on the cover. Pardon me if I don't give you a close-up. So that is our little mail haul for today. It was a very, very cloudy, very humid day, very blah. You go 3 days without the sun, you really miss the sun. So I'm hoping the sun makes a return appearance sometime this week. But that's it. That was only two books. That's a break from the bombardment of yesterday, unless this new mail guy is just still trying out his route and is still coming. If he shows up with a big basket full of books, you'll be the first to know. But in the meantime, that's enough out of me for now, I would think. So I will wrap this up, but I'll see you soon. Thank you, BookTube.